Welcome back, everybody, and thank you for coming along and sharing in my journey of the last 12 years. If you know someone that would like to hear a story like mine from a cancer survivor's perspective, send them to my channel, like and share. Okay, let's get started. So up till 2008, some would say my life was pretty boring. I've never been drunk, never smoked anything, and I married my first boyfriend. I just didn't find partying, drinking, or smoking fun. Well, anyways, a couple of years into my marriage, we started a family, and I have 3 great children. I was a stay-at-home mom until my youngest was ready for preschool. I became a preschool teacher and found my passion for caring for children. Whenever my kids were in junior high, they went to a very small Christian school. It was so small that the school-age children were upstairs, and the babies, toddlers, and pre-K were on the main floor. I had an opportunity to be the child care director at the time, and that was the best time of my life. Life was pretty good. My husband had a great job, and I was loving mine and went back to school to finish my degree. My kids were in all the athletic activities, and our life was pretty average until there was a bump in the road. Not your average little bump. It was a life-changing bump. This bump affected my family and those around us. I remember the day vividly of the bump that disrupted our lives in April of 2008. Many memories are spotty. Chemo brain is a real thing. There are times that I rely on family to jog my memory, but the details of this day live vividly in my mind. I had a pain in my leg that was slowing down my daily activities. I had tripped and twisted my leg, and to finish it off, a child at the daycare center tripped and fell into the back of my leg, and I went tumbling down. I limped around and babied it as long as I could stand it, and then I had to make the doctor's appointment. Doctor took an x-ray and told me that they didn't find anything, but it was probably just a torn ligament to go home, rest, and put ice on it. That lasted a few weeks, but it still was not getting any better. So someone suggested that I go to an orthopedic doctor. This doctor took another x-ray, and I was anxious to see what the results would be. The doctor entered the exam room with a concerned look on his face. I was anxious for the results, but not the results that I was going to be given. He told me I had cancer eating a hole in the bone below my knee. Everything just stopped. Never in my life did I think that this pain in my leg was going to be cancer. I was numb. The nurse came in and fitted me for a brace to be put on my leg to protect it from any more damage that was from my ankle all the way up to my thigh. While I was there, they made an appointment for me to go the next day to a bone oncologist. All this was done as I was processing the fact that I had cancer. I was walking out of the office thinking, what was I going to do next? One thing that I realized real soon, you cannot drive with a brace on your leg. So I had to take it off and lay it in the seat next to me. The second thing I had to do was make a difficult phone call to my husband. He and my oldest son were working out of town. We both cried as I told him, and of course they packed up and came home as soon as they could. My second call was to my assistant at work and to let her know. News in that little school spread fast so I was advised to come pick up my children from school. I remember being a mess. How was I going to tell the kids my news? I was thinking of how I would sit them down and tell them the news that the doctor had told me and have to explain why I had a brace on my leg. When they got in the car and I looked at them, I could not wait. I had to tell them in the school parking lot of the news that the doctor had told me. The plan of waiting till I got home went right out the window. Shortly after we got home, my husband and son arrived, and we all had a family hug and cried together, knowing that our average life will never be the same. Looking back now, I could never have imagined or planned or fathomed how our life was going to change. Please join me for my next episode where I share what it looked like to navigate through these feelings and early doctor's appointments. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate this space to share my story with you. Remember to subscribe, share, and like.